Hi guys, it's Ben Heath from Lead Guru, and in this video I'm going to give you 3 Facebook advertising strategies that we've used to generate more than 7 figures for our clients. So all 3 of these strategies work very well for specific businesses. I'm going to explain how these 3 Facebook advertising strategies work, go through each one in detail, and then tell you, when do you want to use each one of these strategies. So I think that'll be very useful for you guys. So the first Facebook advertising strategy I want to cover is very straightforward. It's direct to offer. This is where you directly advertise your products or services. Now, you may have seen Facebook advertising experts recommending that you don't do that. You don't ever directly advertise your products or services, but there are times when that's exactly what you want to do. The most obvious being when the product or service that you're offering is relatively inexpensive. If it's less than $100, I tend to find that the direct to offer strategy performs best, produces the best results for our clients, because if you have an intermediary step in your Facebook advertising sales funnel, you end up paying too much for that first step before you then go to advertise your product. So if you're trying to advertise a lead magnet to get email opt-ins, etc., if your product or service costs less than $100, the math just doesn't work. You end up paying too much to advertise twice to people, and the direct to offer strategy works. Here's just a couple of examples. So here I've grabbed one from Not on the High Street. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, that's a company that's like an e-commerce business that provides products that are basically different to stuff that you can find on the high street. And here you've got a Facebook ad of theirs for a necklace. You click on this ad, you go straight through to a landing page where you can go ahead and purchase the product. This one's being sold for £75, so just about under that $100 limit. So the most, almost certainly the most profitable Facebook advertising strategy for this type of product, something under $100, is going to be the direct to offer strategy. You click on here, you go straight through and you make a purchase. No intermediary steps, fairly straightforward. Here's an example for a service provider. Now, I've mentioned that products that cost less than $100 can do this well, but service providers that are offering a free consultation or something easy on the front end can also use this direct to offer strategy. So this is a client of ours, an interior design based business. We've got this ad here on the left hand side. When people click on that, they go straight through to this page where they can sign up for a free interior design consultation. Because the interior design consultation is effectively the preliminary step, the first step in the sales funnel, we don't need intermediary steps in the Facebook advertising sales funnel as part of this Facebook ad strategy. They can just click straight through and book that there. Okay, so that's strategy 1, very straightforward. Just wanted to give you a couple of examples. That's how that works. And if you do offer products or services that cost less than $100, or you're in one of these sorts of scenarios where you can offer a free consultation, free quote, free survey, something along those lines, use the direct to offer strategy. Direct to offer also works really well for app-based businesses, a lot of online businesses. If you offer like a free trial for a piece of software, something digital like that, go ahead and give this a go. Okay, that's the first one. Let's move on to the next one. The second Facebook advertising strategy I want to tell you about is the lead magnet and webinar strategy. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So here we've got a Facebook ad of mine. This is a Facebook video ad. This video ad is delivering value, delivering a lot of content. When people click on this ad, click the link, they are taken through to this landing page, which is the opt-in page for my 5-part Facebook ad template, which is something that people can download right now for free. They come straight through to here. If they click on this button, they can then download the 5-part Facebook ad template. Very straightforward. That's a lead magnet. So, if you're not familiar with lead magnets, check out some of my other videos where I explain those. But a lead magnet is basically something you give away in exchange for people's contact information that's otherwise free. So, you can use templates like this. You can use video trainings, webinars. That's why we called it the lead magnet and webinar strategy. You can use webinars, all that sort of stuff. Basically, it's a chunk of value giveaway in exchange for their contact information, which allows you to deliver value with the lead magnet and also progress them through your Facebook advertising sales funnel, through your sales funnel in general. Now, obviously, at the end of the Facebook ad template, once they read through that template document, they're then sent through to a sales page effectively where people can book a free strategy session with me. Now, the point of this sales funnel is to get people to book free strategy sessions with me because that's how they're going to go on to use our Facebook advertising services. Our primary thing that we offer is we're a Facebook advertising agency. We create and manage Facebook ad campaigns for people. So the objective here is to get people to book calls with me so I can progress them onto our services. And these 4 steps work very well. The Facebook video ad, straight to a landing page. Landing page, they get to opt in for the Facebook ad template if they give their email address. Then the Facebook ad template is linking them through to this page where they can register their interest for our services. But that's not all. We can also, obviously, because we've captured their email address at this stage, we can also email them. So not only are we relying on people reading this template document to book a call with me, they're also going to receive an email because we've now got their email address where they can go ahead and that's encouraging them to book that call with me as well. And we can retarget these people again. So we've got another video ad for anyone that has opted in here. They've given their email address but hasn't yet booked a call. They will see a retargeting ad on Facebook that's encouraging them to directly book a call. So you've got two sort of Facebook stages here. You've got that first one to cold audiences, people that don't know your business. And then you've got the retargeting campaign here for people that have opted in for the 5-part Facebook ad template and they come through and book the session. Okay, so just quickly, actually, before I move on to that third strategy, when do you want to use something like this? So you want to use something like this if you're offering something that costs more than $100. It could be, a product that's a bit more, $500, $600, or it could be a service that's in the hundreds, thousands, or even tens of thousands of pounds or dollars. And the reason why this works well with those sort of priced products and services is because you need to warm people up. No one's going to buy your $10,000 service with a direct offer ad. Very, very unlikely. Whereas with this, you get to warm people up quite a lot. So here I've got a Facebook video ad. The video is going to warm people up, deliver value. Then we send them through to the landing page. Then they get the template. The template is going to warm them up, demonstrate my expertise, demonstrate my industry authority, as is the retargeting ad. And we're going to follow up with email as well. We've got these multiple 3 different ways we can get them to this page. And that's important for higher value products because you need to demonstrate your expertise and you need to deliver value before people are willing to work with you and before they're willing to purchase those higher value items. If this is a product, for example, let's say it's a $700 product, well, okay, you might need to email them, you might need to retarget them to convince them to take that next step, and you might need to overcome some objections. So, you might need some information around pricing, you might need some information around what your return policy is and that sort of stuff to get people to go ahead and book that and take that action. So that is how this process works. For those sorts of business, works very well. If you're an online coach, consultant, something along those lines, the webinar method, you replace this template with a webinar, that performs very, very well. You can deliver tons of value, tons of expertise via webinar. You can still then retarget people. You can still email them to get them to purchase your product or course or book a call with you to find out more about your services. Okay, and then number 3 is the Omnipresence content strategy. Now, this is probably one that you may not have heard of before. It's a fantastic Facebook advertising strategy for any expertise-based service provider. So I'm an expertise-based service provider. People want to work with me because of my Facebook advertising expertise. If you're a coach, a consultant, or fall into this category, a lot of service providers do. Do your prospects want to work with you, want to hire you because you're an expertise, because of your expertise in your field? If the answer to that question is yes, then this could work really well for you. So what does the Omnipresence content strategy look like? So let's take the same example of people booking a free call with me via my strategy session page. They're going to find out more information about my services. Okay, it looks like this. So it's all a little bit crazy, but basically with the Omnipresence content strategy, you have 8 to 12 different pieces of content. So here I've got a lot of video, I've got a blog post up here being advertised to the same audience. Now that audience can be a number of different people. It could be an email list, it could be website visitors. Those are the 2 options that I use because I have tens of thousands of people on my email list and I get tens of thousands of people visiting my website every month. So those are good sized audiences. But you could use a cold audience as well. You could find an audience that you want to target on Facebook, and basically by creating a reach campaign on Facebook and using the frequency cap so that each one of these pieces of content is only shown to your audience once every 7 days, you can effectively run 8 to 12, maybe 8 to 14 different pieces of content at once. Each single piece of content will only be viewed once by an individual person per week, and that's why it's called the Omnipresence content strategy, because you're going to show up every single day in your prospects' Facebook newsfeed, in their Instagram newsfeed. You're going to deliver a ton of value. Each one of these pieces of content wants to be providing information that your prospects can use, they can implement. And then at the end of each one of these pieces of content, you want a call to action to go ahead and book a free strategy session with you. Because they're content and because they're different pieces all at once, people don't get bored. They don't become annoyed with what you're advertising to them. You're delivering a lot of value. And then 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, maybe even a year down the line, people are so convinced by what you've delivered, by what you've shown them, that they wouldn't work with anyone else. They only want to work with you, and they're willing to pay higher prices to do so. So whenever I talk to prospects, whenever they book a call with me and they say, oh, I've been seeing your ads pop up on Facebook for 6 months or a year, or I've been on your email list for a year, I know those people are far more likely to go on to become customers than people that have simply say, oh, I found you a couple of days ago via YouTube video or something like that. This process here, this omnipresence content approach, where you are targeting the same group of people with multiple pieces of content at once, performs very, very well. Now, something to mention about the strategy is it's not going to work immediately. It's not like the direct offer campaign or even the lead magnet and webinar campaign strategies, those Facebook advertising strategies that are much more short term and will deliver results fairly quickly, at least within 30 days if they're set up well. This does take longer. I like to say to people, don't judge this for at least 6 months. Okay, but this is absolutely where the magic is when it comes to Facebook advertising for expertise-based service providers, coaches, consultants, people like myself, any sort of marketing professionals, accountants, lawyers, design professionals. This is where the magic is. So hopefully that's been useful. If it has, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below to let me know. I really, really enjoy it when you guys let me know. Say the video is useful, you like this, you didn't like this. I want that feedback, so let me know in the comments below. If you do want to opt in for the 5-part Facebook ad template that I mentioned, there will be a link in the video description. It's a great document. It's got lots of high-performing ads in there. You can download those, model from them, and improve your Facebook ad performance. So as I said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Facebook advertising related content just like this, helping you guys get better results from Facebook. Don't forget to like the video. Really appreciate that, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.